Hey, Tom Rutherford here for chestsculpting.com and Truth Contest Prep. Talking about a few different type of chest routines. We discussed earlier that you can, make your chest into partials. For your upper chest, your lower chest, your in, your out, and your middle. So we're able to separate that. A lot of people actually start their chest workouts by separating the pectorals. Some people, and we'll talk about that, do a flat bench or push-ups or a burnout, working their whole chest before they actually start doing their workout. There's a lot of different types of theories that are going to help you, build the chest that you're looking for. One of the best chest routines that I usually do is that when I always start with upper chest. You're always starting with incline bench, incline dumbbell, incline bench on the pulley machines. Because a lot of times you want to be able to set that drink on your shoulder. You want to have your upper chest and have that collarbone disappear. That's the area that's hardest to develop. And so a lot of times, 9 out of 10 times you're going to start with incline for your chest. The other times you're either going to do a burnout, or you're going to do a flat bench, or you're going to do 100 push-ups, something crazy, in order to get that pre-exhaustion for your chest. One of the first things that I like to discuss, is supersetting. Supersetting is a term meaning the front and the back of your body. You can say biset, tricep, giant set, meaning 2 exercises in a row, 3 exercises, 4 or more. But right now we're talking about supersetting. So to superset your chest, you would do a chest exercise followed by a back exercise with no rest. Now, a lot of times people don't take into account their back when they're talking about their chest. The reason why it's so important, what do you think is holding on the negative? That's the back of your shoulder, your back doing that. So it's important that you do not neglect your back when you're thinking about increasing your chest or your bench press. Now, what I'll do is I'll do bench, incline dumbbell bench press. You knock out your 12 repetitions with incline bench, you immediately go over to one arm row. So you lower the bench, and you start doing your back. Now, you can either do some abs in between that, or you can take a 30-second rest or 1 minute, or go right back to chest. Chest back, chest back, chest back, no rest. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to give you a very short rest period. It's going to stretch that area by pumping blood in there. You're also going to build a little bit of endurance, too, because, that's how one way to get your cardio knocked out is going quickly through your sets. So with supersetting discussed, let's discuss bisetting. Now, bisetting means 2 exercises in a row with the same body part. For us, it's going to be chest. What are 2 of them? Incline dumbbell bench press and chest flies. So if you're doing a bicep, you would do those 2 exercises in a row, followed by abs, or followed by a short rest period or no rest, and continue on. A tricep, incline, flat bench, chest flies in a row without stopping. A giant set is 4 more exercises. Our circuit is 4 to 6, and then more than 6 is a giant. So a circuit, let's talk about a circuit chest. You have your push-ups, your incline bench press, you have your decline dumbbell, you have your flat bench, you're going to have your chest fly, you're going to have your decline chest fly. So that's an idea of 6 chest exercises in a row that are going to give you the ability to keep your heart rate up. It's called a circuit. It's also going to keep your fat burning in tow too. So you might be able to push a little bit of that cardio away also. I also, one of the things I might have discussed earlier is a pre-exhaustion or burnout. Now, one way that my athletes do is that at the very end of their chest workout, they'll do as many push-ups as they possibly can. Take a 20-second rest, do it again till you're kissing the floor. A 20-second rest and 1 more time. Well, what does that do? That's pushing you past the state of exhaustion when you're already done with your chest. So let's say you shouldn't be able to get 100 push-ups in a row when you're done with your chest exercises. If you can do that many at the end of your workout, you might not have done your workout right. So, that's going to be a burnout. I mentioned a little bit of that pre-exhaustion before. Some of my athletes, will knock out 100 push-ups before we even start our chest workout. That's going to allow you to break down that muscle fiber and pre-exhaust your chest. So then you're tearing that muscle fiber up more, helping you to break through plateaus. I also like, the flat bench is an important exercise. Strength, power, explosion, it's a good thing. But a lot of times when people are looking for the detail, it's important to use dumbbells, but also when you use those dumbbells to add that extra twist at the end. Many people realize this when they're doing the triceps and they twist at the end. What that allows you to do is to get an extra range of motion. So some people, they do a little bit of something called a peak contraction theory for their chest. So what you're going to do is your chest fly, you come up, you're going to twist and hold for 3 seconds, and slowly down. That twist allows you to get a little bit more of a contraction in your chest and to increase the range of motion. While we're talking about range of motion, many people when they're doing the chest fly are coming like this with their arms straight. Not the best idea. You see this and you see that. I've actually gained 10 degrees more motion. So the idea with chest fly is that you should be about 110 degrees. To make it easier, bring your arms in. To make it harder, bring them out. But this is unnatural and uncomfortable. Bend them about 110 degrees, get a little bit of a dip. You're going to hug a tree, come, twist, hold. 3 seconds down. You know, the contraction at the end is very important to give you some definition. It's also going to give you a little bit of a muscular endurance. But again, if you're using the bench press, you can do it at the end of your workout for a burnout. Add just the bar. Put 135 pounds on the bench press and see how many times you can press it. You're not allowed to take that bar off your chest until it's stuck to your chest. You should be screaming for your spot. You know, that's one way that you know that you've really done a burnout at the end, or even a pre-exhaust. You know, that you've reached full failure before you even start, or when you finish your chest workout. You know, these are a few of my favorite exercises. A lot of times I like to impart to people that, you know, start with your upper chest, work through your pectorals. You know, don't forget your lower chest. Doing the decline is an important exercise, but I really enjoy a decline fly, a standing fly, coming down. Now again, when you're doing the fly, you're going to want to cross your arms so you get that extra range of motion. And when you're coming down, you'll be working the lower part of your pectoral. So, the decline bench press is okay. Decline flies, or using the pulley machine, or using the fly machine are going to be a little bit better for letting you come down and get a little bit more developed and stay along that same track of motion. Sometimes the machines are great because they allow you to stay in a perfect range of motion, whereas the dumbbells, one side can be off a little bit, so you might get some staggered results too. So don't forget about your lower pectorals. We can do that through the decline bench press fly. We can do that through the pulley machine, crossing your wrists as you do it. You know, mainly start with your upper chest for most of the times when you exercise your chest. Start with the upper part because that's the hardest part to develop. And that's also what people notice. You know, work on your bench press, but use the dumbbells. Don't just live and die about how much you can bench. I want to know how much do you look like you can bench. That's the whole point of it. So, if you got any questions, let me know. For chestsculpting.com and Truth Contest Prep, this is Tom Rutherford. Thank you.